Whoa. Okay, what's up, guys? I was like, where is my Reiki? Hello, 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 hello. Okay, so Bible quiz. We are ready. Well, I should say I'm ready. I hope you're ready. So, yeah, welcome. For those of you that are joining us for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is, here we go. My name is Nkatako Matsebula. And yeah, what was it? I'm your host for the evening. Anyway, so the way Bible quiz works, get a piece of paper. I've got 10 questions. Today I actually have 9 questions. The last question comes out of 2 marks. 5 from the Old Testament, 5 from the New Testament. I ask the question, you write down the answer on your piece of paper, not in the comments. And then we'll go through the answers together and we get a score out of 10. You share it with me. I hope you pass. If you don't pass, if you get 0 out of 10, I hope you learn something new about the Bible, right? Because it is awesome. So yeah, thanks for joining us tonight and let's get into it. Okay, feel free to talk to me in the comments, but please, guys, please don't put the answers in the comments, right? It spoils the fun. Okay, so question number 1, Old Testament. Okay, so on your piece of paper, hi, Ramona. I legit feel like I know you. It's so weird. I love it, but you know, still. So, Old Testament, first 5 questions, right? Question number 1, Hagar was the slave of Sarai, okay? So, there was Abram and Sarai, and Hagar was the slave. And Sarai eventually goes and says to Hagar, hey, go sleep with my husband so you can bear children because she's impatient. But, so my question is, where is she from? Okay, the Bible actually tells us where Hagar is from, and I want to know, where is she from? Question number 2. Okay, yeah, guys, that one, I feel like you either know or you don't know. Or I guess you could kind of guess, you know, but we'll see. Okay, question number 2. Okay, so there was a lady in the Old Testament, there was a lady. She lost her 2 sons and her husband, okay? And then she's like, oh, call me Mara, you know, which means bitter, because the Lord has made my life so bitter. I want to know, what is her name? What is her name? So I write the I write the answers here, right? And I just saw that I wrote the wrong thing for the answer. So the lady, she lost her husband and her 2 sons. What's up, Dixie? And then she changed her name. Hey, I think that's Humata. I'm not sure. Okay. If it's well, hi, whoever you are. Okay. So yeah, she lost her husband and her 2 sons. And then she was like, don't call me by that name. Call me Mara. For the Lord has made my life bitter. What's her name? Yeah, guys, today I think I made it relatively easy. So I'm not going to give any hints. Okay, I believe in you guys. You guys can do it. Question number 3, Old Testament. Ezekiel sees a vision. So his very, very first vision, right, is by a river. And I want to know, what is the name of that river? Okay, I want to know, what's the name of the river where Ezekiel sees his first vision? Okay, it's the vision where like he looks up and then he sees like thundering and clouds and all this stuff, and it's the throne, it's the glory of God, and he sees the animals and the, you know, the life of the beast in the wheels, and the, you know, it's just like, whoa. Yeah, I really enjoy that passage of scripture. I really do. I don't know. I mean, I guess Revelations also gives us a glimpse of that, but it's such an amazing, like, you know, because it's like, here's the glory of God coming from heaven and coming to rest over, and then by the end of Ezekiel, you know, the glory leaves and then we're sad again. But yeah, one with the face of a man, the face of an eagle, and the face of a lion, and the face of an ox. Guys, these things are real. Okay, so I want to know, what's the name of the river when he's sitting there and he sees this vision? What's the name of the river? Question number 4. Oh my word. Just give me a second. I'm like, what is this sound? The sound is all of the notifications happening. Sorry, guys. Okay. Also, can I just say that the upper room, prayer room, so it's not closed. This last week it was closed, but this week it's in the overflow room, and now there's no live prayer stream. Like there's no live stream of the prayer room. And I'm touched in a few places. It's fine. But it's fine. It's actually kind of cool. I'm challenged now to pray more because, I'm feeling like I've lost my camaraderie. Anyway, that's just me. Okay, so question number 4, Old Testament. Oh, guys, I'm talking too much. Okay, question number 4, Old Testament. In the book of Leviticus, remember I told you guys, if I can, I will always try and ask a question from Leviticus because Leviticus, it's awesome. Okay, so in the book of Leviticus, if you marry your brother's wife, you dishonor your brother, right? I want to know, what is the punishment that is given for that sin? If you marry your brother's wife, it says you dishonor your brother. What is the punishment for that sin? Okay, question number 5, last one, Old Testament. So Joseph is in prison, and these two guys, the baker and the cupbearer, right, who work in the palace, they get thrown in prison and they have dreams, and Joseph interprets a dream. And one of them gets to have their job back. I want to know which one gets their job back. The cupbearer or the baker? Yes, cupbearer or the baker, which one gets their job back? Okay, that's 5 questions, Old Testament. Let's go through the answers. So question number 1, Hagar was Sarai's slave. Where was she from? The Bible tells us that she was an Egyptian, so she was from Egypt. Okay, that's in Genesis 16, verse 1. Question number 2, there was a lady who lost her husband and her sons, and she was like, no, don't call me that. Call me Mara, because my life has been made better by the Lord. Okay, that's the start of the book of Ruth, guys. And the lady's name there, it was Ruth's mother-in-law. Her name was Naomi. Naomi. Some people say Naomi. Some people say, but I say Naomi. Okay, that is in Ruth chapter 1. If you read, when you get to verse 20, you'll see her whole, oh, this is so sad. Okay, question number 3, Ezekiel sees this vision of the glory of God, and it's coming, and we're like, oh yes, glory. And he sees this vision when he was at a river. What's the name of the river? It was the Kebar River. Okay, Kebar is spelled Kebar. Okay, so what's really cool for me anyway, when I read through the Old Testament, especially when I read through the Old Testament and then jump into Revelations, is to see where these things happen, right? So like, where else, go and have a look and see where else does the Kebar River, come up? Where else does the river Euphrates come up? So like, what's all the stuff that happens there? And the Kebar River, what's really cool about the Kebar River for me anyway, it's not written, and I don't think it was like the thing, right? But in Psalm 1, when David talks about the tree that is planted by rivers of living water, which yields its fruits in season. For me, a lot of times I think about this Kebar River just because this is where Ezekiel had his glory moment. I don't know how, but the two kind of found a way to each other for me, and that was really cool. Anyway, so the Kebar River, that is in Ezekiel 1. Okay, verse 1. When you start reading Ezekiel 1, you will see it. Question number 4, according to Leviticus, if you marry your brother, you dishonor him. What is the punishment for the sin? For that sin, the punishment is that you will be barren, or you will be childless. Or if you have another answer, what is the translation so that I can confirm? Okay, But if you disown your brother like that, then the Bible says you will be childless. Okay, that answer is in Leviticus 20, verse 21. And question number 5, Joseph, he interpreted the dream of the cupbearer, the cupbearer and the baker when he was in prison, who got their job back. The guy who got his job back was the cupbearer. Unfortunately, the baker was snip, snip. Here we go. That answer is in Genesis 40, verse 13. Genesis 40, verse 13. Okay, so that's Old Testament. Let me know how you did, and let's move on. Okay, so in the New Testament, guys, there's only going to be 4 questions. There's 4 questions, but there's 5 marks. Okay, 4 questions, but 5 marks. The last question has 2 things in the answer. And if you have joined us before on Bible Quiz, we have spoken about this before, so hopefully you will remember. Okay, question number 1, New Testament. Oh, I really like this question, you guys. Okay, question number 1. Okay, so there was a disciple who was sent to the house of a Gentile, right? And to preach the gospel there, and then the Gentiles got saved. And then what happened in Acts 2 for the disciples happened with, at this guy's house with the Gentiles. This guy's name is Cornelius. Okay, I want to know, what's the name of the disciple that was sent to the house of Cornelius? You only got 2 in the Old Testament. That's fine. That's okay. Hopefully the New Testament will help, elevate the score. But 2 is better than some of the marks we've been seeing in the past few weeks. So well done. Still, I say well done. I'm trying to see what you guys got. You got 3. Okay. I went cake, why kill the baker? Yeah, homie, I don't know. God shows mercy. God has mercy on whom he chooses to have mercy on. That's not up to us, yeah. But 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5. Guys, we're getting there, hey? We are getting there. I want to know, did anybody get the Kiba River? That would be really cool for me to know, just for myself. Did anybody get the Kiba River? Let's check. Oh, I haven't been checking YouTube. Okay. Oh, you guys okay? Okay, you guys okay. Okay. Where am I? Oh, New Testament. Yes, New Testament. Okay, so what was the name of the disciple that was sent to the house of Cornelius? And like I said, I'm not going to give any clues because, yeah, I'm not going to give any clues. Okay, question number 2. So Stephen was, or Stephen, however you say it, he was the first guy that was killed. He was the first martyr, right? He was the first guy that was killed for the sake of the gospel. I want to know, how did they kill him? Like, did they hang him? Did they burn him? How was he killed? How was Stephen killed? Question number 3. In the gospel according to Luke. I love the gospel according to Mark, right? But Luke is starting to rub off on me. He really is. So in the gospel according to Luke, he writes that, everybody was getting baptized. And then he says, even the tax collectors were getting baptized. And the tax collectors, as they were getting baptized, they also asked, Lord, what should we do? And then Jesus gives them a response. And he says, okay, the response is your answer. Okay, so when the tax collectors came to be baptized, they also asked, Lord, what should we do now? And Jesus says, what instruction does Jesus give to the tax collector? Okay, and then last question for the night. Guys, I'm getting really good at this time thing. I'm just saying, I feel like I'm getting good at it. Okay, last one for the evening. Question number 4, New Testament. In his letter to the church in Rome, okay, that is the book of Romans. Paul writes when he sang bye guys, greet this person and greet these people and greet these people. Then he asks that a very specific couple be greeted. He says, greet this person and this person. And the reason why we know, like the clue, I guess, which is the rest of the verse, is he says, my co-workers in Christ. And then he goes on to appreciate, that they risk their lives for him, not only for him, but also for the Gentiles that came to know Christ because, obviously they saved Paul's life. So I want to know, what is the name of the couple that Paul says, hey, greet these guys as he signs off his letter to the church in Rome? Can I also just tell you? Oh, so this is the question that's out of 2 marks, right? And we've spoken about these guys a lot. Like I really dig this couple. Guys, I dig this couple. They are cool. Anyway, what was I saying now? Oh, I was saying, I remember the first time I realized that like the book of Romans is Paul's letter to the church in Rome. I was like, it was fascinating for me. So maybe somebody didn't know that, and now, I don't know. It's same with the church in Corinth and Ephesus and stuff, but Rome was really cool for me because Romans was the first book in the New Testament that I read through, like that I was like, oh, I started and I read it, and like an hour and a little bit later, I realized I was finished reading the entire book, and I was like, oh, it was that, like, is it done already? Anyway, so that was me. That's me and my history with Book of Romans, a little bit of my history. Okay, so let's go through the answers. New Testament, question number 1. Okay, I'm seeing some scores, guys, from the Old Testament that are encouraging, a little bit. But remember, like I said, also, even if you get 0, hopefully you've learned something new about the Bible. Okay, so question number 1, which disciple was sent to Cornelius, the Gentile, for him and his family and the Gentiles to get saved? It was Peter. Okay, it was Peter. This was the dream where when Peter fell asleep and he had the vision of like 3 times the blanket came and, God was like, take and eat. And no, Lord, I've never eaten anything that's ceremonially unclean. It's like, don't call unclean what God has ordained or what God has blessed or what God has called clean. So that was Peter. That is in Acts 10. Okay. Question number 2, Stephen, the first martyr, the first guy that was killed for the sake of the gospel. I wanted to know, how was he killed? Guys, he was stoned to death. Okay. Every time I read this phrase in the Bible, I'm always just like, what does that mean? I'm being honest. Like, what does that actually mean? Like, how you're going to throw rocks at me until I die? I think that's such a terrible way to die. Like, why would you do? And in Leviticus, so many of the punishments, like when they say, oh, that person must be killed, some of them are nice and they're like, oh, well, it's not nice, but some of them are like, oh, they must be burnt by fire. But like when it comes, then some of them are like, yeah, drag them outside the gates of the city and stone them. And I'm like, why? Yeah. Oh no, I can't imagine it. I can't. I think it's a terrible way to die. Anyway, so that was Stephen. That's Act 7, hey? That's Act 7. Stephen died by stoning. Then question 3, in Luke, the tax collectors asked, Lord, what must we do? Jesus replies, and Jesus says, don't collect more than what is required. Okay. If you think about the story of, not really Matthew, because Matthew was just called to follow. Zacchaeus. If you think of the story of Zacchaeus, right? Jesus goes and has like lunch with him and stuff. Zacchaeus doesn't give away everything he has. You know what I mean? It's almost like he knew how much he had cheated people out of, and he just gave money to the poor and stuff, and which is really cool. Just saying, man, the presence of Jesus in your life, it transforms you. If you're not being transformed, then let's talk about the Jesus you are claiming to know, right? Okay, so he says, don't collect more than what is required, and that is in Luke 3, verse 12 to 13. I was actually thinking to myself the other day, when is the last time I led someone to Christ? Hey, I remember there was a season in my life where every morning I would literally pray, Lord, send me somebody today that I can introduce you to. Lord, light that fire again. Okay, question number 4. Name the couple that Paul greets as he signs off his letter to the church in Rome. The couple is Priscilla and Aquila. Okay, Priscilla and Aquila. and that is Romans 16, verse 3. So you get one for Priscilla and one for Aquila. Okay. Oh, guys, I love this couple. It just so much around the life of Paul, and this couple excites me. Anyway, so that's 5 out of the New Testament. Okay. So let me know how much you got out of 10. Let's see how much you got out of 10. Here's to hoping you passed. If you didn't, I legit hope you learned something new. Otherwise, thanks so much for joining us on this Monday evening. I don't actually know. So today I didn't really go outside, but it looked cold, you know, but it's winter. So stay inside with the heater, you know, we kind of keep that up. Let me know how much you got out of 10. And yeah, I hope you got it. 5 out of 10. Look at that. Okay. See, here we go. Okay. So the New Testament is helping people out a little bit. For those that don't know, maybe you don't care, but I do. I'm very much an Old Testament person. I love the Old Testament. So I spend more time in the Old Testament than I do in the New Testament. But I mean, now we're busy doing the 40 days through the New Testament, right? And I'm actually really enjoying that also. So yeah, 4. Andre, did you get 4 out of 5 for the New Testament or 4 out of 10? I don't know, because now you just wrote 4. Either way, it's a good score though, right? Will you get to see Peter and Simon? Yes, I will. I really will. I'm actually really excited about that. I'm quite keen to, what do I say, meet them in person. Yeah, meet them in person. So I'm really keen. That's going to be this week even. So yeah, by the next time we have Bible quiz, in 2 weeks when we have Bible quiz again, then I'll be able to tell you how I read. But I mean, remember, I'll probably just message you, right? I mean, like, oh, that was cool. That was nice. Yeah. Okay, because I want to know your score, bro. No cheating. I know. Mom, I want to know your score. Come. People need to expose themselves. I enjoyed the Old Testament stories at school when it was still in the syllabus. Oh, I never had the Old Testament in the syllabus. Well, I don't think I had Bible study as a subject. So I probably didn't have that. But I know some syllabuses, some syllabi, so whatever, they have it now. No, my man. Yeah, so Old Testament, it's a story. I want your score. People are cheating me. You can't, I mean, you know, so here's the thing also, I don't always believe the number of people that it says are watching, you know, which is why I spend most of the time just talking to myself anyway. But I can see that you guys are here, you know, I can see that you're watching. So I want to know what your score is. You can't tell me to mind my own business. What type of thing is that? Like, what is that? Okay, guys, I must actually close it out before we run out of time. So thank you once again for joining us. For those of you that didn't post your scores here, feel free to message me and let me know. Some of you actually send me your answer sheets, which I really enjoy. I really do enjoy, you know, seeing what you wrote and then seeing how you mark yourself. It's really funny sometimes. Yeah, but cool, guys. I'll see you again in 2. What is the date in 2 weeks? What's the date today? The 11th of July. So I'll see you on the 25th of July. Oh, that's cute. But I will see you on the 25th of July. Okay. Yes, bye in Jesus' name. Okay, cheers, guys.